More plus 20 arrows. Plus 20 arrows. No, plus 2 arrows. Plus 20 would be something to write home about. Okay, and another runestone, a wardstone. Can you get this identified? A bone wardstone. Bit heavy for you. Sorry. Let's have some water. Sure where that came from. So we got all these rune wardstones. Are we going to use them at some point? Because it doesn't look like we are. It looks like we've been scammed thrice over. Put those arrows down. Oil of speed. Which you used. Wow, we got 4 of those. I think we could probably use one in a particularly tough battle when it comes to that. So keep looking for stuff. Okay, no traps. Good. Gold and magical hammer, which I reckon is a hammer plus 1. Yeah. So on the floor with you.
By Temper's shield! 'Tis a fine day to die.
Okay, so we can go this way now. All stacked up.
What is your command?
Quick save again.
If Tempus wills it.
You're what you want.
Anything at home? Nothing yet. Are they hiding in the shadows, whatever they are? Statue intones, any who dare cross the Rune Carpet shall be struck down. Probably not a good idea, or that might be what the runes are for. As in, you know, you can cross on the letters you have. Because I do recognise a couple of those as matching. Didn't strike me down, okay. Suppose he's not too fussy. Check for traps again. Yes, of course. A chest. Locked. Thought so. Some magic stuff. Okay, repeatedly crossing the Rune Carpet and not being struck down. I'm okay with that myself. So, get that identified. Mace plus 2 as opposed to your mace plus 1, was it? Yeah. Upgrade for you. Don't really use it much, but still. It's always nice to have something new. There we go. You know, colour matching now. And let's actually be a little less shy about this. Push on.
What you want? This way.
Okay. Pet traps there.
By Temp. What is your command?
Yep.
No traps.
I'm gone.
Keep going along here. So no traps so far.
What is your... 'Tis a fine day to die.
I care not.
Nothing so far.
I've done had enough of this.
Keep detecting traps.
'Tis akin to my home, but home does not welcome me.
Okay, so we got an alternate route into this room, is it? Okay, there's something locked there. Never seen that as an interaction icon before. Just a quick save before doing anything with it. I don't see good things happening.
There are so many places I would rather be.
Insert bone wardstone in order to disable rune traps. Okay, good.
Hello?
I assume that means that we can
If Tempus wills
walk
it.
across this carpet safely. I assume. It's time for a reload, I bet, but let's go for it. Alright, worked.
What you want?
It actually wasn't lying to us. That's good. Oh, what is that? Magic icon for what?
Can I help you?
Trap detected. Gold. Fancy sling. Fancy shield. Just check what kind of shield this is. It's got a nice design on it. Large shield +2. Shield was commissioned from the finest dwarven smiths by Pelon of Tyr, a renowned paladin who was known for his unquestioning courage and total lack of common sense. Upon hearing that a red dragon was ravaging the countryside, Pelon mounted his horse and rode off to do battle. Pelon and his armour digested readily, but the shield gave the dragon severe stomach cramps. He coughed it up and it lay in his treasure pile for several years until it was retrieved by Pelon's son, a paladin who knew when to sneak. The superior craftsmanship is supplemented by a permanent lightness spell, which makes the shield very easy to wield. Wow. So we got a light shield, that is a heavy shield. Got +1/+4 versus missiles. And what have you got? You've got medium shield +1. So, you, Jaheira, you, Bronwyn, are going to get a new shield that is lighter and protects you better. You're at -9 armor class now. Didn't even know that was possible in Baldur's Gate 1. Right, so medium shield +1. Can you use this, Viconia? What do you have as a shield? You have a small shield +1. You can't use that. You're not strong enough, I don't think. Neither can you in mine. And there was also the matter of something else. This sling. Is this a sling +2? Sling +3. Arla's Dragonbane. None know better than halflings the value of a well-placed stone when confronting a larger foe. This particular weapon was the property of a young woman named Arla Surestep, one of the few small folk that left the hearth to seek adventure. Legend speaks of the diminutive Arla using this sling to place a well-sharpened pebble through the skull of a green dragon in mid-flight, though the same tale in another tavern places the stone squarely in the creature's hindquarters for a more humorous and lethal effect. It would seem that halflings prefer entertainment over accuracy when it comes to history. Yeah. Not usable by cavaliers or kenzais. It's rather specific disbarment. But so let's see. You got a sling +1. You have a sling. So what we're going to do is give you this +3. Let's actually check your FACO. 7. Your FACO is 9. You're better on the front lines though. So I'm going to give you the better sling. Again, Shadina. Speaking of +2 weapons, has that mace got a story to it? Yes! Crotan's Skull Crusher. Even the Hordes have their heroes, and when they are vilified in civilized company, their deeds are sometimes impressive nonetheless. Crotan was an exceptionally intelligent orc, as far as orcs go, who commanded an ever-shifting legion of ogres, orcs, hobgoblins, and other assorted beasties during the year of the Lost Lady, 1241 DR. It was during this year that a group of orc bandits allegedly kidnapped and killed a Teferian noblewoman, and the response from authorities was a genocidal slaughter of orcs throughout the south, or in her memory. Yeah, this is a funny thing, actually. It gets brought up in Baldur's Gate 2 between Edwin and Keldorn, where Edwin basically slams paladins and their like for being genocidal maniacs, as opposed to him, who's merely selfish. It's an interesting point when you think about it. Do we have a right to kill a race just because they are, you know, their alignment defaults to evil? And, yeah, disproportionate. Anyway, Crotan mounted the defence that ensured his people were not entirely destroyed, although they were displaced. Crotan himself fell near the end of the conflict, and his head was mounted outside the graveyard when the young lady was buried. As a point of interest, orcs call this time the year of pushing too far. Yeah, that's a good description. Yeah, I love all these little backstories on the items. I mean, it's one thing to find a long sword +2, but it's quite another to find something with an interesting or amusing story attached. Right, so let's play around with this.
To the task at hand.
Okay. Stone golem, stone golem, stone golem, stone golem. Let's talk to one, I guess.
Something you need, as you will.
Ah. Okay, so a bit of a riddle, it looks like. My father roamed as I and saw much of the world in his time. Well respected he was, but he had no home. His end died in some faraway land, with no dwarven kin by his side. I would not allow such to happen to me. I would not follow his steps that far. I would not be Durlag the clownless. That was my fear. Trace the path of this fear, and show me what you have learned. Okay, so this is a test of whether we've been paying attention. Okay. Oh god. Have we got notes on this somewhere? We're not Peter. Okay. I haven't been paying that close attention, so I won't choose yet. Okay, let's check our journal, because quests.